Do you fear what lies beyond the unknown? Hello everyone, Josh back again, bringing you some more Hero Spotlights with OverHit. And today is Hero Spotlight number 4. We're going to be exploring the great and mysterious depths of the unknown. Now, I hope I didn't scare too many of you with that intro. I just thought it'd be a nice little touch for this particular character, because I feel that he deserves his own intro because he just looks the part. His biography kind of matches up with what's going on. I mean, he's demonic. His name is the Demented Full Unknown. His design screams evil, darkness, medieval. I love it. It's just a clash of everything that I like to see in a villainous looking person that just, is set out to destroy, corrupt, just annihilate. I mean, he fits that bill perfectly. Now, the only downside that I have to his overall design and characteristics is his voice actor. I am so sorry, Nobuyuki Hiyama, but your voice just does not match what I would expect from a character with a design and backstory such as Unknown. I'd prefer a more deeper, darker voice, something that I would expect from something with that kind of design. And unfortunately, his voice actor does not fit the bill for that. I think even some people in the hero review even mentioned that. Let me actually look at the hero review real quick. I'm pretty sure a couple people actually mentioned that. Oh yeah, 4-star for his voice. If his voice sounds more mysterious, I'll give 5-star. I mean, I agree with that. I don't know if I would give him a down rating because of his voice actor, because that has nothing to do with how good the character is. But I would definitely dock a little bit of points from him if I was just rating him personally for design alone and aesthetics, because of his voice actor kind of ruined it for me. But outside of that, he is badass looking, looks amazing. All he needs now is a black steed, a horse from the underworld or some shit, and shadowy flames. Like, that would just be epic. But that's asking for a little bit too much. But he has a death scythe, like some grim reaper coming out from the fucking depths of hell, coming to steal your soul. He looks amazing. So anyways, enough excitement over the way he looks, because we all know he looks awesome. He is one of the Conclave's leaders. Unknown travels to the different worlds, plotting conspiracies and instigating tragic events. His witty banter sometimes reveals a glimpse of demonic madness, which he just screams that to me. But his identity and true purpose are shrouded in mystery. So I love it. I love mysterious characters. I love characters that just, you don't know anything about them. You just know what they look like and you see what they can do, but you don't know where they come from, why they're doing what they're doing. I love it. I would love for Unknown to be explored deeper. And that just sounded wrong, but right at the same time. Anyways, he is a physical damage dealer. He does ranged attacks. He is a male. He is from the Vagabond. He is part of the Demon Clan. And he is from the Other, which I would classify the Other as like the Other World, kind of like, and comparing it to like in Mortal Kombat, the Netherrealm, for example. And then of course he's also a demon hero. So his S1 is very interesting because it is an attack by 25% of a single target. So it's a very interesting one. I don't know if any other character in the game has a similar type of leader skill as that or not. I wouldn't really run him as a leader. I wouldn't recommend running him as a leader because it's kind of limiting in my opinion. I like the name of it though, Law of the Underworld. Very cool. Is S1 Shadow Servant, 55-second cooldown. Now that's kind of like on my second level of where I'd like my S1s to be, because if I'm using an S1, especially if I want to use this guy for raid, for his S1, I would like that cooldown to be around in the 40-second range. 55 is kind of around mid-level for me. I like to call like second tier out of 3 being high, 2 being kind of medium, and then of course 1 being the best because it's absolutely low cooldown. But I do like the fact that when he is maxed out on his S1, that success rate for his blind goes to 100%. So he's extremely good. He's going to be extremely good as a single target damage dealer within PvP. He's going to be really good with his S2 in PvE and PvP. And his S1's also going to be pretty decent in raid, just for pure, if you're looking for pure damage. I also like that decreased attack success rate by 50% from the blind, which is also very helpful because it makes them hard to attack you. I mean, there's a good chance that they're going to miss, and that's really good. So, I mean, blind is not a bad status effect at all, especially within PvP. Like I said, that's where you're going to find it to be most prominent. I think it's also going to be really strong in certain stages of PvE as well, especially when you're trying to take on the boss fights. Just exceptionally good character. I feel like he's a little bit underrated. Now, I don't have much experience with him because I didn't really use him in soft launch. I only have one copy of him so far on my account here on global, so I haven't really used him at all. But, you know, based on the skill sets, I see he's not too bad, actually. That S1 seems really good. And by the way, that S1, when maxed out, it goes up to 375%. So it gets pretty high. And again, he also gets 100% on that blind. And he picks up an additional buff as well. Debuff, increased damage taken of the enemy by 25%, duration of 60 seconds. So he's going to hit pretty hard on that S1. So again, straight up good in PvP, going to be good in raid boss possibly, and I feel like he might even be pretty decent in PvE for certain stages. So very cool S1, and again, you know, 55-second low is a pretty low cooldown. I'd say it's around mid-tier on S1s. His S2 is definitely up there in the more higher, you know, cooldowns, you know, the ones that are up in like the 90 seconds to 100 plus seconds, you know, that's what I would put. His S2 is pretty slow, but regular damage, deal damage equal to 190% times 3. That does go eventually up to a times 4 when you max it out. He also deals fixed damage, which I'm still not a very big fan of fixed damage, but his fixed damage does go up over 2,000 when he is maxed out. And I believe his multiplier goes from 190 to 266, almost 267. So not too bad. His AoE actually gets pretty high. On top of the fact, he also gains the same buff as his S1 did, where you actually deal the enemy more damage, I believe, by 25%, yet again, times 4. So his S2 actually hits pretty hard, to be honest. And I think this is what really going to make him good in PvP. Yeah, it goes up to damage taken by enemies 25% times 4 for 60 seconds. So yeah, they're gonna get hit pretty hard, but you really have to invest into him with a lot of dupes. If you don't got a lot of dupes, I feel like, yeah, he's not gonna be that great. I feel like that might be why his rating is a lot lower, and maybe you don't see too many people using him, because I feel like he's one of those units where you need to take him all the way. But when you do, it's definitely worth the ride, because he's going to be exceptionally amazing within both PvP, possibly raid, and again, even PvE. So I think PvP is definitely where his home is going to be. He's going to be amazing. Both skills will be useful in that. But again, I feel like he still has some use in raid and PvE as well. So I mean, overall, his skill set's not too bad. And I do like his S2's name is Shadow World, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of his skills now that we've talked about it. Let's go ahead and show them off. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and first look at his his base skills. His critical attack does 80% of attack to a single enemy, and his regular attack does 80% as well. And these are both single targets, so we're going to show those off. I like that. It just looks pretty beastly. Okay, and then we can do his critical one. Alright, let's go ahead and do his S1 now. Shadow Servant. Boom. Be consumed by the darkness. Alright. And then here we go with his S2. I love his S2 animation too. Just he looks like the Grim Reaper just coming to steal your soul, man. It's absolutely amazing. So that is his skill set. That's his skills in action. That is his design. We talked a little bit about the character, some of his usage. I feel like if you pair him up, to be honest, with another straight up good AoEer, especially a dark type, and run like Tez as your lead or even Angelo as your lead, you could run him with Angelo. Just do that clean sweep. Just go in, smack them in the mouth with that S2, and then use Angelo S2 again. with that damage received being already heightened because of what your unknown did when you pick up them buffs, you know, when you have several dupes into him. And then Angelo does a similar thing on top of his stackable damage from his S2. So, I mean, that could be a complete team sweep. You could even pair him up with Proxy. I mean, that's a crazy combo in itself as well. Or you could run all three together. Like, then the possibilities for his team, basically a mono team in PvP, is actually pretty good. You can just throw a healer back there if you really need to, like a Sophia, Helena, you know, Necroid, you know, whatever. Hell, even an Alcon if you want. You know, anything that you want to do if you really need that extra HP recovery. I mean, you're also going to have Cicero as well, or Damien. So, I mean, there's that. So, I mean, dark teams are just crazy good in this game, at least at this point. But anyways, yeah, that is my hero spotlight for Unknown. I tried to give him a little bit of time here in the spotlight because I know a lot of people haven't. Maybe a lot of people have never really sat down and looked at his skill set to feel maybe he's not good, maybe he is good. I feel personally that he's pretty decent. But again, that isn't what this series is for. It's supposed to just basically talk about the character and go over their skill sets and, you know, just give them a little bit of love. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Please subscribe for more OverHit content, other content here on the channel. Again, this was Spotlight number 4. We'll be bringing number 5 to you, I think, in a couple days. I am going to be a little bit behind on stuff tomorrow, so I'll have to wait at least a day to get another one out. So I hope you guys do enjoy that, and I do apologize for how long this one took. But anyways, please subscribe if you're new. As always, again, join us in the description below in our Discord to keep the conversation going before and after the videos. As always, like the video if you did, comment below if you guys are Unknown fans, and what next SR you would like to see as a spotlight, and maybe I'll take some of your suggestions and make them the next one. Until then, I'll catch you guys all later. Have an awesome day wherever you are. As always, peace.